It's Monday the 28th of July 2014. This is a short video with a warning. But first of all, I want to show you the finished room, a finished room, aside from the fact that we haven't oiled the floor here. The room is done otherwise. I have to put the electrical socket in, but that's all. Everything else is done. This is the way the floor looks after we sanded it. This is the way the floor looks after we oil it. We find it very attractive. It has a kind of a golden, so a honey golden sheen. The wood is protected and will look very nice with our excuse me, with our carpets on it. Karin did this, put two coats on, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, yesterday. And yesterday we had an interesting experience. The oil that we're using this happens to be a German product, but it doesn't make any difference. It's available everywhere. This can here, it's called hard oil. It is an oil that it doesn't dry, it hardens. That is, it polymerizes. And the name Linos, that's the name of the company that makes it, is a hint, however, to what it contains. Among other things, it contains linseed oil. Linseed oil is a very interesting product. It's been used for, I guess, thousands of years. And I'm sure that Matthew of Buck's Woodshop knows immediately or can think already what I'm talking about. And I suspect many of you know as well. Linseed oil has a very strange property if you... Well, I'll tell you what happened. Karin finished putting the oil on. You wait a half an hour, then you use a dry brush and wipe it around on the floor again. And then you use lint-free cotton cloths like this to wipe it up. If you use these lint-free cloths for a while, they get full of linseed oil. And you toss them aside. Perhaps you lay your brush on them. And you go have a cup of tea. Linseed oil is capable of something called self-combustion or auto-combustion. And these rags can catch fire, and they do catch fire, as we learned yesterday. I've known this property of linseed oil for many, many years. I know someone whose workshop burned down, completely burned down. Someone in California whose workshop completely burned down because they left some linseed-soaked rags up on the top of a freezer unit, and it burned the shop down. I know about this, and yet we were careless yesterday. What I didn't realize is how fast this can happen. We were not even an hour out of the room when I started smelling smoke. The actual cotton cloths had caught fire and were smoldering away, and if we had not gotten to them right away, we probably would have had a major fire in the house. So, what do? When you're done with your linseed-soaked rags, take them out, lay them out on the grass or on the sidewalk or somewhere where they won't bother anyone, and let them harden. They will get hard and stiff. You can then throw them in the garbage. Then they're harmless. But when that linseed oil is still liquid in them, then they're capable of auto-combustion. You can, if you're going to use them again, and the same is true with the brush, by the way. The brush can also catch fire. If you're going to use it again, either store it in the linseed oil. The actual oil itself is not combustible. It has to be somewhere where there's a lot of air getting to it, and a material like cloth, like cotton, that will burn, that will cause the self-combustion. If you're going to use the cloths again, or you for some reason don't want to take them out and spread them out, then you can put them in a closed metal can, a metal can that you can close tightly so that air cannot get to them. If there's no air, of course, then they can't burn. Or you can burn them if you use a controlled burn and burn them up. So there you are, a warning, be careful. Just like solvents, except solvents you have to ignite. Linseed oil can ignite itself. Thanks for watching, take care.